Hello, this is Nneka and will be on the askcoachnneka platform. Today I'm going to answer a question that was sent to me by Elui, who owns a restaurant in the eastern part of Nigeria. His restaurant is fast growing, but the problem right now is that he doesn't feel his managers are competent enough to get the work done. As a result, there are delays in delivering the food, and much longer than is desired. And when I asked him, and particularly he had one supervisor who he said was very hardworking, but did not have the experience of managing other people. Now the problem here is around leadership development, because he has not put any leadership development plans in place. You see, leadership development is not just restricted to very large businesses. If you're more than one, even if you're even one person, you need to be thinking of, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, how are you developing your leadership abilities? You know, it's not only when you have 50 employees, 100 employees, even with two employees, 5 employees, even yourself. And I'm just thinking of Stephen Covey's book, The Highly Effective People, something about the highly effective people. And talks about one of the laws being sharpening the saw. You see, what happens in sharpening the saw is that time is set aside to sharpen the axe, which will eventually fell the tree. So it's not just about working. Yes, the restaurant it's very busy. They don't seem to have the time to train the people, but it's very important to prioritize leadership development. So in this case, what he needs to put in place is, say when it's less busy, maybe in the mornings, once a week, twice a week, take time out to train your people around leading other people, particularly those who appear to be very committed, those who are very hardworking, but it just so happens that they don't have that experience. See, it's always much better once you've identified people in your organization that are very committed, that are loyal, to be able to train them up, rather than in some cases going and getting somebody who doesn't even understand the culture of your business. And you may think, oh yeah, the person doesn't have experience, but it's because you have not set aside to train that person, to give that person exposure, to expose him to areas where he or she can develop his or her leadership abilities. So that's what I've advised him to do. Put something in place, and it could be get some books by my mentor John Maxwell. There are several leadership books. Go through that, a chapter a week. Ask questions, ask scenarios, how do we do things? And you find out that time that has been invested will reap will bring about a higher return on your investment on that time that you may think is a waste, because you have set aside once a week when it's quiet to train your employees. Additionally, as an entrepreneur, business owner, it's very important as well to set aside time to learn, to develop your leadership abilities, or the areas where you've identified gaps in your skills. Now, really, one doesn't have an excuse with the amount of information that is out there on the internet. Additionally, it's also very important as the owner of the business to take some time to also develop your leadership abilities, because the more you develop yourself, the more the other people below you can also develop themselves, and you're also setting the right example. And it's not really about being too busy for that. This is something that's so important that you also must create time out of your busy schedule. And I hope this answer to Elui's question will also help you in your business to help develop your own team, to improve and to increase their capacity for even more growth. If you have any more questions or any questions about your business, any challenge you're facing, feel free to send me an email or post your comments below, and also or send me a direct message. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and also getting some feedback from you about this. Together, we can help grow your business in a profitable and exponential manner. While doing that, endeavor to live a significant life.